My name is Renae, and you're watching Life, Love, and Pop Culture.
Tell me about your struggle before you found your musical outlet.
I was signed to Universal Publishing about 3 years ago, and so I spent the last 3 years really writing for a lot of other artists and TV and film, and it's just like, it's kind of a crazy world because all writers, you write like every day and you write hundreds of songs, and it's kind of like at the mercy of the A&R people and the executives to decide like what goes through and what doesn't. And some amazing things went through, and I'm really happy about that, but there was always this like handful of songs and things that I wanted the world to hear, but it was kind of like there was a barrier in a way. So that just kind of motivated me to be like, okay, well maybe I'll just do my own independent project and kind of release the things that I really want the world to hear and see if that resonates with people.
What is the inspiration behind your music?
The album that we made is called Align, and it's basically a concept album based on the 7 chakras, and that's kind of like a wellness theory, and it's rooted in yoga and kind of ancient Eastern things, but this Western version is there is 7 chakras, and they're all kind of associated with a different category and color, and it's this big metaphor of wellness, really. So we decided to write one pop song that represented each of those chakras, and it's just kind of fun because it's kind of like my own stories and journey through my own chakras, but it's kind of universal messages so other people can kind of relate to it too. And I guess when I listen to the whole thing, kind of gives this metaphor of balance and me feeling like who I really am, kind of thing. The new song on my album that we just released is called Ripples, and it's one of my favorite songs on the album. It metaphorically represents the crown chakra, which is kind of a metaphor for feeling connected to the whole of people and the universe and just where you fit in the whole of things. And it's really just about like knowing that you can make a difference in the world. If you want to see any change in the world, it always starts with you. And I think that's a really good message to have, especially when our country and everything feels so crazy and divided right now. I just really want to help inspire people to know that if they care about something and they want something to change, that it really starts with them.
Why did you choose the name Renae?
I chose the name Renae for my artist name because it's my middle name, and actually translated in Italian and French it means reborn. So just going through my own little quarter-life crisis and coming out on the other side feeling like a more fulfilled version of me, I just thought it was really the perfect name to use. It's the Reborn Project and the reborn version of me.
You went through what you call a quarter-life crisis. Tell me a little bit about your journey and what you learned along the way.
I guess that is a time, I guess I was 25, that's a quarter life, but I was just coming to a point where I was feeling like very anxious all the time and kind of like, oh my God, I went to school and I did all this stuff and like I'm in the right position and I'm with celebrities and all the right things that everyone says you're supposed to do, but something inside was still like a little off. So it just kind of made me kind of take a step back and breathe and be like, just kind of connect with myself again. And that was really like a period of a year or two of me, while I was still working, I was like kind of exploring different like spirituality books and philosophy books and self-help books and just trying to like put it all together to make sense of life and what I was doing. And I think in that exploration, it was kind of like I was so inspired by it that I was like, well, I could actually just make music and a career out of this, because I found so much helpfulness with it for myself. I was like, I would love to express some of this with the world.
What do you want to be remembered for?
I think I want people to remember, like, when they think of me, to think of me as like a being of love. just like, I guess that is for my life and career. And so that's why I think my career is really like reflecting that message-wise now too. Yeah, I don't know if that sounds cheesy, but I think that is really what it is. Like in my everyday interactions with people, I want people to feel like they're loved, and I want every action that I do to make people feel like they're loved, because I just think that's what the world needs more of.